Please welcome Pete Cain.
Thanks for that. You all right? Yeah, lovely. Nice to be here. Seem like a nice bunch. Customary for the comedian to tell you a bit about themselves. My name's Pete Cain. I'm a recovering alcoholic. Recovering from last night, fucking hammered. Fucking head is pounding, so if you could keep the laughter down to a minimum, I'd appreciate that. Subsequently woke up in a bit of a bad mood this morning. And the thing about waking up in a bad mood is very often you don't actually know you're in a bad mood till you come into contact with someone else. Now, if you live with your partner, you know about this quite quickly. Because as soon as you open your eyes and see them, you think, God, I fucking hate you, man. Some of you are laughing at a bit too much. I tell you, it's weird though. It's very often you'll find your partner can actually detect that you're in a bad mood before you even know you're in a bad mood. Then they start doing them tiny little things that annoy you, like breathing and shit like that. They're fuckers for that, in and out. No, they won't give it up yet. So yeah, I've been in a bad mood all day. I popped in a shop earlier, and as I was leaving, the bloke behind the counter said, "Have a good day." I thought, oh, fuck off, mate. I don't need that kind of pressure, do you know what I mean? It's hard enough out there as it is without people setting you impossible fucking challenges. It's mad what annoys you when you're in bed. Stupid little things annoy you when you're in bed. But I got annoyed by the push-pull sign as I was leaving the shop. I'm like, how fucking insulting is that? I'm fully grown. It's the 21st century. I know how to use a fucking door. It's very simple. If you push it and it don't open, you pull it. There's only one other thing you need to know about push-pull door. If you push it and it don't open, you pull it, don't open, locked. Go somewhere fucking else. I always read them back to front everywhere. I'll do it wrong anyway. It's fucking silly. So yeah, I went in next. Some of you will be able to tell from my accent. I live in Richmond. Fuck off. I do live in Richmond. The wife spoke to the agent. For those of you who don't know which was like, it's like the richest, poshest part of London. The only crime there is a drive-by shouting. That's as bad as it gets. And I don't know if you've got them where you live. They're very popular now. Where we live, we've got these French bakers, right, with French people in them. And they speak French to you when you go in there, right? Which is fine for the other people who live where I live, because they will speak French back to them because they own houses in France, right? It's no good for fucking me. But I'm standing there thinking, God, I really hope that somewhere in rural France there's a Greggs. Yeah. Just to balance this shit out, do you know what I mean? A couple of cockneys trying to explain what a steak bake is to some fucking French bloke. So yeah, bad middle day. And then I had to drive here, of course. I hate driving in London, anywhere in the UK, really, because there's too many speed cameras everywhere. I fucking hate speed cameras. But I'll tell you what I like less than the cameras themselves are those drivers. You know the ones I mean. Those drivers that come up to speed cameras, despite the fact they're not going anywhere near fast enough to set the fucking thing off. Yet for some unfathomable reason, they insist on braking when they get to the camera. You know those ones, yeah? If they annoy you like they annoy me, little tip for you. Next time you got one of those in front of you, as they pass the camera, flash your headlights twice quickly. Fucks them up. Proper fucks them up, yeah. Fucks. So cool. So good. That's just a couple of simple little jokes to let you know I know what I'm doing. And I've actually come to talk to you about something much heavier this evening. I think we can all agree, for want of a better technical term, the UK is fucked. Absolutely fucked. And what's annoying me about it is it wouldn't be that difficult to make the place great again. It wouldn't be that difficult. You've got to change a couple of little things, yeah? So before I leave the stage tonight, I'm going to show you how easy it would be to make Britain great again. But it does mean taking on some tricky, heavy subjects. Are you up for some tricky, heavy subjects? Yeah. Excellent. Immigration. Yeah. Yeah, some of you went, oh, fuck, not immigration. I thought you were going to do paedophile jokes, something simple like that. I know, immigration is a hot potato. It's a hot potato subject. Everyone's got an opinion about it. Some of you in here be left-wing, some of you be right-wing. Doesn't really matter what your opinion is. My opinion that counts here right now. And there are a couple of irrefutable facts about the immigration problem we've got in the UK. First and foremost, there are too many people in the UK. Fact. How do we know it's a fact? Nothing fucking works. Everything is broken. The transport system, the health system, the prison system, the education system, every system you can think of is knackered because the infrastructure cannot handle the amount of people that are here. And to make the whole situation worse, the government admits they don't even know how many people are here. Because in their wisdom, they decided to stop counting them out some years ago. So obviously, there's only one solution to this pressing problem, people. And that is to get everybody out and then count them back in one by fucking one. That is how you do it. And while the place is empty, we're going to finish all the roadworks. Going to get that done in one go. Obviously, we're going to get the polls to do that. We want it done fucking properly. Not going to fuck about with that job. What else are we going to do? We're going to take the irony out of the NHS and disinfect the hospital so it's not the most likely place you might get ill and die. Fuck's that. And we're going to give the place a lick of paint and a general tidy round so it's all nice and pretty for when you people get back in. Those are the founding principles of the new Great Britain. Are you up for those founding principles? Yeah. Excellent. But hold on a sec, because that is the good news. The bad news is you ain't all going to get back in. We're only letting nice people back in. That is the sole criteria. You've got to be a nice person. It doesn't matter what colour, race, creed, religion, sexuality. None of that's important. It's ridiculous. You've just got to be a nice person. And to ensure that happens, we're going to get Marks and Spencer's to do the interview process. Oh, yeah. So if you're capable of getting a job in March, you'll be allowed back in. It's going to be a lovely country full of lovely people. That's what it's going to be. I mean, of course, we still have extremists. They'll just be extremely nice, that's all. Everywhere you go, people will be like, after you. You'd be like, no, after you. They'd be like, no, after you. You'd be like, no, insist after you. No, after you. It'd be fucking annoying, to be honest with you. But it'd be better than our current system, which is get out of my fucking way. I'm better than you are. That's what we got going on here. Do you know it's a fact that 1 in 3 people are depressed in this country? And I don't think the other 2 are very happy either. So we've got a lot of shit to sort out, people. First thing we've got to do is work out a system for ensuring the sort of people we don't want getting back into the UK don't get back into the UK. So I've got a little plan for that. What we're going to do is going to have one entrance, just one way in. Yeah. It's going to be Dover, because it's already got the infrastructure. And over that entrance, to ensure we don't get the sort of people we don't want coming back in, we're going to have a huge sign in big flashing lights that says, no cunts. I know. Because when you boil it all down, that's the problem. There's too many, not just the country had to walk past to fucking get in. Now, there's cunts in government, there's cunts in local government, there's cunts in business, coming up with cunty ideas to fucking cunt us over. It's just getting fucking ridiculous. So we'll be running a strict no cunts policy. So bankers, politicians and other criminals that are a menace to society will not be allowed back in. Yeah. People who don't indicate when they're turning right at the lights, so they're fucking cunts. This one might be a bit contentious because I suspect some of you are in here. In fact, I know some of you are in here. And it's your tiny little minds we don't want, your tiny little mentality. We don't really want it. It's the people who insist on painting the door number on the bin outside their house. Fuck off. We've all got the same bin. The council gave it to us. No one's going to steal it. It doesn't matter what bin the fucking rubbish goes in as long as the rubbish goes in the bin. You know you are. You're not coming back in. You know you are. No, you know you are. Okay, you'll all agree with this one, right? Let's say you're driving down the road in your car, minding your own business, right? And there's a gap in the road only wide enough for one car, and there's a car coming the other way, equidistant, right? And you're nice enough to pull over and allow them to come through first. And when they come through, they don't fucking wave. Oh fuck! Oh, fuck! It hurts even talking about it. You get that pain just under my rib there. Yeah. To be honest, I don't even look anymore. I come into my happy place and imagine they've waved because it upsets me that fucking much. I don't know what's wrong with those people. They seem to have forgotten how important waving is as part of our culture. It's a cornerstone, a bedrock of our society. We take it very seriously, actually. And we've got unwritten rules for them. You all know unwritten rules. Major unwritten rule of waving is do not wave at strangers. Because it's hard enough remembering everyone you know without someone you don't know waving at you, making you think you know them, trying to work out where you fucking know them from. Never even met them. So the first unwritten rule is do not wave at strangers unless they're on a boat. If they're on a boat, that don't matter. You can wave all day at people on fucking boats. No one cares. Very normal. So those non-wavers are coming. I bet they don't even wave when we fucking wave them off on fucking from Dover on the boat. I bet they don't even wave. So what I'd like to think I've done is establish the sort of people we've got coming back in, the sort of people we haven't got coming back in. Can you give me a little pantomime yes if you're on board with the sort of people I've got going on? Yeah, cool. Cool. Now we can move on to the next heavier subject, religion. I know, we're doing them all tonight. Causing a lot of problems in this country, indeed in the world. So what I propose for our lovely new country is we get rid of all religion. Just get them all gone, yeah? However, there are a lot of nice people who like religion. I don't want to ostracise them. So I propose what we do is we come up with a new religion. An all-inclusive one, just one. Everyone's got to be in it. It's called Kaf Hindu Jew Buddhism Rastafarianism, right? Modern as fuck, right? And as you know, most religions are full of oppressive rules with a few good ones. So what we'll do, we'll get rid of all the oppressive ones, just keep good ones. So for example, there's a couple of major religions where the people in that religion are not allowed to eat bacon sandwiches. Fuck that. Yeah. Everyone's going to be able to eat bacon sandwiches. In fact, bacon sandwiches are going to be compulsory because bacon sandwiches make people happy. Yes, they do, yes. Even the vegetarians are going to have to eat them because that's why they're fucking miserable, to be honest with you. Do you know what? I reckon if I took a load of bacon sandwiches to the Middle East, I could have the whole thing sorted out by about 9:30 tomorrow morning. Do you know what I mean? Big bloomers, smoke back, the quality stuff, smoke back, and then red or brown sauce, whatever they want. We're not fucking prejudiced like that, people. Big mugs of tea, everyone will be happy, and then in the afternoon we'll give them like, you know, a sort of Middle East version of Monopoly, you know, with the Gaza Strip waging war, and then they can play Monopoly to see who gets what area. There's nothing fucking fairer than that, I swear. So that sorts that out. There was one other major religious rule that I really liked when I first heard it. There's one major religion where the men in that religion are allowed to marry up to 4 women, right? So we'll have that. I felt, just instinctively, I thought we'll have that. And then I thought about it a bit more. I thought, actually, that's probably not such a good idea, that one, Pete. Do you imagine the fragile male ego being able to be able to put up with being told how shit he is in quadraphonic sound on a daily basis? It's not going to work, is it? No. It might go some way to explain why Muslim men occasionally blow themselves up. I know. Suddenly it makes sense, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? No, it does. Because the women, when they live together, they synchronise their fucking periods. 4 women in your fucking ear. Kaboom. Thanks very much. See you later. Makes sense. That jihad's just a fucking smokescreen. I don't want to appear sexist. That's what that is. That joke sorts a fucking crowd out. I know that much, so... So good. So that's the religion sorted out, sort of. What else? Oh, the politics. Got to sort out the politics. I said we wouldn't have any politicians, but obviously we need some sort of form of politics. I'll tell you what annoys me about the current crop of politicians for many years now is that we don't actually need them anymore. They make us think we need them, but we don't need them. We used to need them hundreds of years ago when we couldn't read and write and look after a cow. We needed someone to represent us, yeah? But today, people, we got smartphones, yeah? And we got apps. All we need is to make it law, give everyone a smartphone, give everyone the app, and by law, every time a law is proposed or amended, you have to put your opinion on that fucking thing, yeah? That proper democracy. I'll give you an example of some recent laws proposed or amended. So the phone buzzes, the first one comes in. Oh, it's a big one. Gay marriage. Oh no, I need to tell you something about this app. Sorry, forgive me. This app's unusual. It's got a yes button, of course, a no button, of course, and it's got a fuck right off button as well. You know when they come up with something stupid that just annoys you, so you can vet your anger fucking instantly. So the first one comes in, gay marriage. Now, obviously, I love this bit. Obviously, we're going to vote yes for that. Yeah. Why should they be allowed to get away with it? Do you know what I mean? Fucking years. Get them in there, fucking lucky, cheeky fucks. So it buzzes again. This is the HS2 £100 billion high-speed train. This is when you get to hit the fuck right off button. Do you know what I mean? I mean, what person in their right mind wants to get to Birmingham half an hour quicker than they need to? Even people who live there who are running late don't want to get back there that fucking quick. So buzzers again, this is a big one. This is a big one for me. I think this has needed sorting out for many years now. It's getting ridiculous. This is the legalisation of drugs, right? Now I'm voting yes for that with a little caveat, right? What we're going to do is we're going to legalise them, decriminalise them, tax them, all that stuff here on the Channel 4 debates. And one that they don't mention very often, as I think is majorly important, and we need to up the quality of this stuff. I want trading standards all over it. We've been getting ripped off for too many fucking years. It's substandard. I want it labelled, fat content, all that sort of stuff, yeah. Sold in Marks and Spencer's. So, but here's the caveat, right? What we're going to do is we're going to legalise them all, and everyone is going to be issued with a licence, right? It's like a driving licence, except it lists every substance available, including alcohol. And if when you take one of those substances, you turn into a dick, right? Then you, only you, not everyone else in the country, only you will be banned from taking that substance, yeah? And if you flout that ban, technically, you've become a cunt, so we can throw you out of the country. It's a beautiful system. Cool. So good. So I've only got a little bit of time left, but I think we'll have a bit of fun. I've sort of established what cunts we've got coming in. It's really time to find out what cunts we've got in the audience now. We're going to have a bit of fun now. Think of me as the immigration officer for the new Great Britain, and I'm going to go around, Jason's probably spoken to the front row, I'll probably go around the second row. You tell me what you do, and I'll tell you whether you'll be allowed back in or not, based upon what you do. I'm going to start the second row at the end there. What do you do, my friend? You're a youth worker. You deal with youth troublemakers and all that? Yeah, we're not going to have any of them. Thanks for applying. So simple, says no forms. What are you doing, mate? You work for the BBC? Yeah, we like the BBC, don't we? Yeah, we like the BBC. What do you do at the BBC exactly? Commercial, you're about to fucking say. You don't work at the BBC at all. It's not. You're out. What are you doing, mate? You're what? You're a carpenter. Proper job. Fantastic. Well done. Good of you to turn up. Yeah. They never fucking turn up, do they? What do you do, my love? You're a PA for who doing what? A CFO and a TFO. Too many fucking letters. FO. What are you doing, darling? You what? Sales and events. Can you organise an event where we collect loads of cunts and send them out the fucking country? You're in charge of that shit. What are you doing, sir? Oh, you're an amateur. Oh, you got my fucking job, haven't you? There, yeah. What do you? Anything to keep me out. He's bought his own jokes. Good. What do you do, really, though? You're a truck driver. Can you load your truck with cunts, drive them out to fucking in charge of transport? You are. What do you do, my darling? You're a what? A retired teacher. Now, normally I'd say get out, you lazy cow, right? But I've got a question for you, my darling. Is there such a thing as a bad child, or is it indeed bad parenting that creates that bad child? It doesn't depend, does it? It's fucking bad parenting, we know that. Because in this lovely new country of ours, we're going to change a few laws, and one of the laws we're going to change is the abortion law. The abortion law is currently set at 24 weeks. The government have been debating whether to bring it down to 20 weeks. In our lovely new country, it's going up. Yeah. To 936 weeks, right? No. Now, bear with me. Because that way, if someone brings up an horrible little bastard stabby kid, right, that stabs other kids and terrorises our grannies in their own neighbourhoods, we can still have it aborted legally up to the age of 18, which is when the fucking law kicks in. Yeah, I know. I will be running in the next election, so... what are you doing, Chief? Designer, what do you design? Interiors, boxes, offices, interiors, offices. Just it was put a couple of walls there and a wall there and a door and a fucking lift. Out. Anyone can do that. He can do that. The truck driver can do that. She can do it. She just ain't got nothing to do. She's retired. What are you doing, darling? You do the same. You're not even clever enough to think of another fucking job. I've just thrown him out. You're out as well. What are you doing? You're a estate agent. I think we know what we're doing, you, mate. We're going to set fire to you on the way out. We're not just sending you out. What are you doing there? You do what? Trying to regulate the... Well, you're doing a shit fucking job. Get the fuck out. And finally, you, my love, what do? You, yeah. Buying... Do you know what? It doesn't matter what you do. You get back in on the good tits card. I can't help but feel that I've undermined everything I've previously said with that sexist comment. But I'm trying to prove a point that power corrupts. I was in charge for 4 fucking minutes and I've been swayed by a fine parapet, and she's annoyed that I didn't pick her and it's all just gone fucking wrong. Men, we're too easily swayed. We fucked the place up. It's probably time to put the fucking ladies in charge. That's what I'm feeling now, you know. But I can't leave you with that. I'm going to leave you with this thought, people, yeah? We're all getting fucked over by the powers that be. Fact. They're having us think there was nothing we can do about it. So people getting stoned and peers forgetting about it, leave it to the next generation. But there's something we can do about it, people. We can learn to get together and act as one. They fucked it up so badly, right, that we're all running around trying to sort out different issues. If we learn to get together, act as one, on one issue at a time, we could change the world. I promise you, there's enough of us. I'm going to leave you an example of how powerful we are in this relatively small group of people. You're having a fairly good night, yeah? By cheer, how much better would your evening be if the drinks were entirely free? Well, I'm never one to point out the obvious, but there's 500 of us. There's only 2 people behind the bar over there. There's a couple of bouncers. We can overpower them. We can drink for free. I've been Cain. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much for listening. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you all very much.